Good day, everyone. We are the Group 1 from BSHM 3E. My name is Mark Israel G. Zapata.
Montroy C. Nugit.
Joshua Reyes, Celerino Salvador,
Giselle Torres.
Angelica D. Santos.
And I am Nika. Today, we're going to report Lesson 2, the crowd management.
So first, we're just going to define what is crowd management. Crowd management is the systematic and documented planning and direction given to the orderly progression of activities involving large numbers of people. Measures can be taken as part of crowd control to direct or limit the behavior of groups of people. So, crowd management, it involves planning and directing the manner around the event on how you successfully control the circumstances in a place. Carefully give direction on your staff to be able to satisfy customers or client, how to establish or orderly the event, and assisting large crowds more effective, measuring your visitors to well handle the situation. So the second one, why crowd management is important. People exhibit an unusual variety of events and behaviors when they are in a crowd. Many people act in crowds in ways they would not act on their own, and this mentality can lead to the hazardous scenarios if it is not controlled by expert crowd management. For example, if a crowd is exceptionally rowdy, the environment and the energy may provoke others and violence may ensue. There have been far too many reports of eager and impatient crowds forcing their way closer to the stage, causing a crash that results in individuals dying in horrific situation, and a clear crowd management mechanism is required to avoid this one. So of course, yes, it is very important, for it is the way on how you manageably handle and control large people or crowded people. The event will successfully run if you can control your visitors. In a way, the event purpose will be where it will be smoothly success and aim the goal of the event. It is very risk, but it will give you challenge on your manageably handle the situation. Less miscoordination lead the people on the point of view of the event and how you will unite the crowd on the success of the event. Simple as that.
What are the benefits of crowd management? First and foremost, good crowd control can ensure the safety of all the present at the event, from guests to workers to artists. Everyone in the venue should be able themselves without worrying about their safety when an event is in a bad place. A badly managed crowd can be terrible repercussions. People can be wounded and lives can be lost. Even if no one is injured as a result of poor managed event, it may harm future events. People may lose trust in the venue, and sanctions may be levied for poor event management. Everything from queuing to crowd control during a concert must be managed appropriately. If you have ever seen a QA that seems to never move or where individual push it will, you understand how aggravating it can be. The dissatisfaction can result in. Basically, ang main benefits ng crowd management is yung mapanatili yung safety ng mga guests, staff at performers sa event. They're given the peace of mind sa mga guests so that para ma-enjoy nila yung event. Pag kasi hindi na-handle ng maayos at large number yung mga tao or masyadong crowded, yung event, there is a high possibility na magkaroon ng accident o maaaring mag-cause ito ng pagkasawi. At ang impact na pwedeng idulot ito sa management ng event is mawalan sila ng tiwala at magalangan sa susunod dahil may halong takot na hindi na nila na-reach yung satisfaction na hinahanap nila.
Planning. The planning of a crowd management plan is vital and it will require input from numerous people in order to be as good as it can be. The people that must be consulted include all event contractors, local transport providers, emergency service, the owner of the venue, nearby businesses or residents that may be affected by the event.
Risk assessment. Your event should not take place unless a full risk assessment has been complete, whether it's a fire hazard or a general safety concern. The entire venue should be inspected for anything that could pose a threat. Before the event begins, any hazard should be noted and suitable steps should be listened. Bago magsimula yung event, as a leader of a team sa coordination, kailangan mo i-double check lahat kung okay na ba, kung safe ba, kung ipagpapatuloy ba, kung walang mapapahamak sa event na kini-create nyo. Kailangan maging safe yung lahat ng mga guests para maging successful yung event. Kailangan mong i-double check lahat bago magsimula yung event. The crowd. Make sure you know how many people the venue expect to attend the event. It's critical to send only the proper number of tickets for ticket event, as overselling can lead an overcrowding, which can be extremely unsafe for a variety of reasons. In the case that the number of participants exceed the capacity of the facility, a plan must be in place. One of the most crucial considerations such a circumstance is the ease with which people, particularly wheelchair users and little children, can exit the venue if they need to. At all times, clear, well-lit, and unobstructed exit routes should be provided. Kailangan maging limitado lang yung mga guests na pupunta sa event. Yung suwak lang sa convention or sa lugar na napili mong i-createan ng event. Kasi pag maraming tao, expected na natin na may gulo, may aksidente, may di pagkakaunawaan.
Communication. When it comes to crowd management, there are two forms of communication: stop-to-stop communication and stop-to-guest communication. What matters most is the former case in how signals are transmitted. Walkie-talkie, the most reliable and effective mode of communication. And earpiece can also be useful. Ensure that all event security and crowd control personnel are familiar with these phrases and vocabularies that will use during the event. This will assist to avoid misunderstanding and ensure that everything runs well. When an event is over, talk about what went well and what didn't, and make notes to improve on what went well. All of your events will go off without a heat shock. What is crowd psychology? The study of dynamic inside large group of people and the nature of the person-society interaction. A branch of social psychology deals with the behavior and thinking process of individuals, crowd member, and the crowd as a whole.
5 types of crowd. First is casual crowd. A casual crowd is a group of people who are in the same location at the same time. This type of crowd lacks a genuine sense of community, long-term purpose, or identity. A gathering of individuals waiting to cross the street at a busy intersection in a large city is an example of casual crowd. True, they are all waiting to cross the street and share a same purpose to come, extend, but this aim is only momentary, and this particular group of people vanishes once the goal is complete. Also, these people is in this type of crowd have no real common bond, long-term purpose, or identity. Also, least organized, most temporary, and very little interaction. One of the example of this is a people at the beach, lines to buy more tickets. The second one is a conventional crowd. A conventional crowd is a collection of people who gathered for a specific purpose. They might be attending a movie, a play, a concert, or a lecture. A conventional crowd is a structured or gathered for common reason. May not interact very much, but when they do, they follow norms. Usually have we gathered for a purpose like graduation ceremony, ball game, or funeral. The next one is the expressive crowd. An expressive crowd is a collection of people who gathered primarily to be excited and to express one or more emotions. Example includes a religious revival, a political rally for a candidate at all. Expressive crowd is a common behavior includes cheering, dancing, and shouting, like political rallies, a rock concert, a wedding.
Acting crowd. Its name implies an acting crowd goes one important step beyond an expressive crowd by behaving unviolent or other destructive behavior such looting. A mob, an intensely emotional crowd that commits or it's ready to commit violence is primary example of an acting crowd. Meron tayong iba't ibang uri ng crowd, ng acting crowd. Merong panic, riot, mob. Example ng, kunyari panic, sinabihan mo ng may bomb threat. Agad yung mga tao ay magpapanik na lahat. Protest crowd. As identified by Clark McPhail and Ronald T. Wolstein, 1983, a fifth type of crowd is the protest. It is a name again implies a protest ground is a collection of people who gathered to protest a political, social, cultural, and economic issue. The gatherings of people who participate in a sit-in demonstration, march, or rally are all example of protest crowd. Lahat naman siguro tayo ay pamilyar sa rally. Ito yung mga tao na nagpropotesta para makuha yung gusto nila.